My dear ladies and gentlemen, friends, everybody, churchgoers, Sabbath worshippers, all these folks, for this weekend, I have a 5 nothing to lose countdown on worship points which can help us. Nothing to lose, 5 worship points. Here we go. First is countdown number 5 is we have let's make a cough. Exodus 32 1 through 6. The late Moses is gone to talk with God, and Aaron is making some idea. So let's hurry. Now we got to worship. So here we go. That's what Aaron's idea. If a man, Exodus 32. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, make up gods which shall go before us. For this Moses, the man that brought us out of the hand of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, break off the gold earrings which are in the ears of your wives and of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people brake off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it a graving tool after he had made it a molten calf. Then said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And Aaron saw it. He built an altar before it, and Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is the feast to the Lord. Tomorrow is the feast to the Lord. Let's do it. And Aaron has built an altar. You children of Israel, these be your gods. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offering and brought peace offering, and people sat down to eat and drink and rose to play. This is what we see in a first countdown form of worship, which was later we found that Moses was becoming angry and all that things we are seeing. Let's go to the countdown number 4. What we have in our list, nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose, 5 countdown points which you can embrace on a good morning tomorrow. Let's worship. Next is, these stones would immediately cry out. Luke 19:40. Luke 19:40 is having a debate. Disciples said, come on Lord, it's out of fashion, just keep moving. You are on an ass, and you are on a colt, and you are just playing puppy politics, just keep moving. Then Jesus was telling that he said what he said. He rebuked the disciples. Verse number 39, and Master, and he answered and said, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, the stone would immediately cry out. This is countdown number 4. Jesus is not worried. If there is no one to worship on a good, better day, we will have somebody to worship. At least these stones will cry out. These stones would cry out. That's what Jesus said. Let's go to countdown number 3. The countdown number 3, nothing to lose points to worship, is perfect praise, babes. Matthew 21:16. Jesus had perfected praise through the mouth of babes. Jesus was born in a manger and was seated in the temple among the scholars, doctors, and he learned. They brought us victory through the cross and to the whole world, and he perfected the praise of the Holy Spirit through the mouth of babes and sucklings. That is what we can read here in Matthew 21:16. And he said unto them, Hearest thou what this says? Jesus said unto them, have ye never heard out of the mouth of babes and suckling thou hast perfected praise. The perfected praise is only heard from the mouth of the babes. Let's go to countdown number 2, nothing to lose. Countdown number 2, what we have? We have got countdown number 2, nothing to lose. Perfect 5 points to prize is Acts 19:24-26. No small gain, craft we have our own wealth, no gods made of hands. That passage will read Acts 19:24-25. So this is coming to the second countdown list in our acts of worship. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, and brought no small gain unto the craftsmen. So he is a silver maker. Aaron was a gold maker, and here we see a silver maker. So there is great loss, and we got great gain in this craft. That's what they are telling. Whom he called together with the workmen and like occupation and said, Sirs, you know that by this craft we have our wealth. Earlier Paul and the people came and did a great mess of it, and that we will read in the earlier passages, and all those things, books and all that things is there. And the 25th verse says, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation and said, Sirs, you know that by this craft we have a wealth. They become great and wealthy. And this has become a great loss of worship. So this is a countdown number 2, worship. So count of worship is counted for today. Worship is counted for profit and wealth. If you churches become like a great noisy money lenders, you just go to the church. Immediately they call the bell for the price silver coins to come flow into the altar. Otherwise you are just kicked out. That is what we are seeing now. The countdown number 1, nothing to lose, is in the top of the list is my help comes from the Lord. Psalm 121:2. That is the countdown number 1 of today's 5 points, nothing to lose worship. Did you lose anything for a better day for tomorrow? There is nothing to lose. Countdown worship. My help cometh from